Dream Team, it's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with the 2023 Spanish Grand Prix race highlights. I'm so hyped to jump into this. I know Max is starting P1, so this race is basically already a wrap for me. Max starting P1, Max gonna finish P1 more times than not. So I'm assuming Max is gonna win, but I'm excited to watch how everybody finishes. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. What we got?
And Formula One is racing for the Spanish Grand Prix. It's going to be even. Immediately into the slipstream. Verstappen is holding the inside line. How brave is Carlos Sainz feeling? He's going wheel to wheel. Dare he go around the outside into turn one? He's run out of road. Hamilton is up to P3. Could get better. Contact. Lando Norris loses a bit of his front wing. George Russell was off the road in the background. Carlos Sainz got close. He did not get by. Hamilton up to P3. And then Sainz in second. Wheel to wheel goes the Aston Martin. Stroll trying to go around the outside. Disaster for Lando Norris.
Yeah, not a good getaway for him, but also not good for Sainz. They've gone all in with that softer tyre and it hasn't worked.
We go to the pit lane and we see Lando Norris in the McLaren having to fight his way back through, and they're waiting, they're holding him there. The brakes very, very hot.
Yeah, I don't think Lando Norris going get back in a good position.
I just don't think that Lando expected Lewis to back out, but Lewis had to back out because of the Ferrari.
That is Perez making light work into turn one.
Okay, Perez.
Pass of Hulkenberg now up.
I'm excited to watch Perez too, because hey, that Red Bull squad ain't no joke. Dang, Perez at 9. What did he start out in, like 11? I can't remember for sure. I want to say like 11, but I could be wrong. Okay, that worked his way to 9. Stroll in 3rd, Sainz in 2nd. Verstappen, I don't think it's going to change from that number 1 spot.
To 9th. There's the late move. Go to the outside, says Fernando Alonso. George Russell says okay. George Russell takes the place. And the Mercedes on the attack. Same tyre for both of them. Here's the chance for Hamilton. Hamilton pulling out of the slipstream, trying to go the long way round. Will Stroll give him the room? It's tight between the two of them, but Hamilton forces his way by onto the podium at the moment, and he reclaims the position that he lost before. And this really is the Spanish Grand Prix, I promise, and we really are seeing this much overtaking. Now on board with Oscar Piastri, another driver to get past Hulkenberg. This is the speed building up to one of the fastest points on the racetrack, and he's trying to go around the outside. Joe had DRS, but nothing he could do.
Okay, Perez!
Russell with a dive.
Oh, Russell to the inside lane, outside, inside, Russell.
Let me see that one more time. That was nice. Look at this.
Russell with a dive.
Oh, Russell to the inside lane,
too much
outside,
space.
Inside, Russell on the charge. And Mercedes have found something here. Russell gaining so many places. Oh, he's going to be bringing the tyres into the temperature window at the same time that Joe tries to retake that position away from Hulkenberg. Can Hulkenberg get past? No, and he might get shuffled back. And Yuki Tsunoda says, okay, you fight amongst yourselves. He goes past one. Can Yuki Tsunoda find the way past another? These three are putting on a show. They're in the same order that they were before. Tsunoda feeling brave on the brakes, getting past Joe, and he will go on the attack. All of that caused by Ocon coming out of the pits. Fernando Alonso clearing Joe Guan Yu, the Alfa Romeo pass by the Aston Martin down into turn one. And we glance further back in the order, see Oscar Piastri.
Dang, Perez done made it up to 4th? Jeez. But they ain't made no pit stop. Top 4 people ain't made no pit stop.
Getting past car 27, Hulkenberg. Formula One is giving us passing left, right and centre. Pierre Gasly with fresher tyres with just about enough room to get past Nick de Vries, and now 14th place. Replay of the wheel-to-wheel action that we got into turn one.
So close. Papers width between de Vries and Gasly.
On board with Charles Leclerc as he moves up to 14th position past Nick de Vries into turn number 1.
Yeah, Red Bull in the pit lane. This will be for Verstappen.
This is one of the few risks to Red Bull's race. And you can say goodbye to that comment because it's 2.2 seconds. And Hamilton now in the wheel tracks against Carlos Sainz. That's a difference in rubber. That's the difference in turning 3rd into 2nd.
Blend out of the throttle, squeeze it back on, then he'll pick up DRS, and starting from this speed on the straight, this should be easy work.
Pull out of the slipstream, say goodbye to Fernando Alonso, pull back in and take 8th place for Sergio Perez. Perez with the late lunge. and it wasn't being
seventh,
caught, was
bro.
it? By
Sergio,
Yuki Tsunoda,
bro.
who opened the door a mile wide there. Another move for Perez as he gets past Ocon now.
Bro, I'm becoming a big Sergio. I might just be the Red Bull team fan, bro. I knew Verstappen name. I ain't seen it drop from number 34 laps in. I don't see it, but Perez out here. He was at 4, but he hadn't pitted, so I'm assuming that pit stop dropped him back to 9th. And here he is passing everybody again.
And that's 6th position as he ticks his way through. Next car up the road, Lance Stroll. His second season with Mercedes. He's getting closer to the back of that Ferrari. He's got better traction. He's got more speed. He's got the inside line. A late lunge and another pass. That's a superb move on the way through for George Russell, who improves up to 3rd to put 2 Mercedes on the podium. We go wheel to wheel now with Ocon getting past Yuki Tsunoda. Ocon on the hard up to 11th.
That's actually an important move for Ocon. Tsunoda, these guys are going to be battling it out in the top 10 when others pit. And that's a decent move there from Ocon, who now will chase after Lance Stroll in the lead Aston Martin so far today.
And what a job Bottas has done there for his teammate, trying to block Magnussen. Fernando Alonso finding his way, fighting by Zhou Guanyu. Next car up ahead for him, Yuki Tsunoda, who joined Fernando Alonso on board. He's won his home race a couple of times around this circuit. He also had a win in Valencia back in 2012. He's got an AlphaTauri that he's made light work of. Alonso up to P8, 2 passes at turn 1.
Alonso's working. He's working.
Going to work once again. Red Bull turning around a 2.2 second stop.
Red Bull.
What a late move there.
Fernando Alonso checking
Fernando, that was nasty.
the mirror to see if Esteban Ocon was still there.
Oh,
Having gone past to raise a cheer from the grandstands, but that was a late move.
We're going to ride on board and see one there.
Oh my God.
Just gets twitchy for
That was
Fernando.
amazing.
He held his metal, didn't he? Kept his foot in, didn't go into the pit lane fully.
I think the fastest lap shows you that he is going to make easy work of the Scarlet Ferrari. The Red Bull goes through up to 4th place. Now, here's big opportunity. This is like for like with strategy. Can Joe go around the outside? They're going to fight this one. Wheel to wheel, he says. Inspect the bollard on the right-hand side in a few moments' time. Tsunoda unwilling to give the position up. Joe having to take the escape route.
See it from this angle. No, we're not going to with the onboard.
Yeah,
thought about it, then he thought, no.
Yeah.
You put me off, man.
Yuki Tsunoda's been given a penalty for that moment down at turn 1 for forcing another driver off the road. That will drop him out of the points.
It just seemed like he was just. Was that a penalty? Was that penalty worthy? I guess.
Round the final corner for the final time, the Dutch driver will see the checkered flag first, and it's win number 40 in Formula One for Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen wins the Spanish Grand Prix to win 3 in a row, lead every lap, and dominate proceedings. Lewis Hamilton comes round the final corner for his 11th podium finish at this circuit, and again, it's a happy hunting ground for him. P2 on the road, a little punch of the air, and that will be completed with a superb performance for Mercedes. That upgrade working well today. Russell climbs 9 places to the podium positions.
That was nice.
Well controlled, Max. Another win.
Yeah, good race that. Again, very lovely result is.
Well done, Max. That was mega. Very well controlled, even though you went over the white lines a few times.
Yeah, just within the limit.
Max Verstappen winning once again, and Lewis Hamilton on the podium along with teammate George Russell. Sergio Perez in 4th ahead of Carlos Sainz, who faded from the front row. Lance Stroll ahead of Fernando Alonso is significant, but Alonso played the team game. Ocon is ahead of Zhou Guanyu and Pierre Gasly. 170 points on the board for Verstappen ahead of Perez, 117 for him. Then it's Alonso on 99. It has been a great day for Red Bull and Max Verstappen.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, that's Max Verstappen, bro. Like, him and losing just don't belong in the same sentence. Him and losing don't belong in the same sentence, bro. This guy is just really legendary out here, bro. He's really legendary out here. Lewis Hamilton, good P2 finish. George Russell, nice. And then Perez, I really like Perez. Worked his way up as well, bro. I'm absolutely loving it. F1, it's so fun. It's so fun to watch these cars overtake each other. Fernando Alonso, I think they said this was his home Grand Prix or whatever. He absolutely was awesome watching him work his way up the track. Just so many incredible drivers. That's all we got, though. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. It's your boy D Neal. Out.